The unexamined life is not worth living. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. The more one knows, the more one realizes how little one knows. Man is the measure of all things. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. What we think, we become. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. The eyes are the window to the soul. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Nothing is permanent except change. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. A man's character is his fate. Life is a journey, not a destination. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. The only source of knowledge is experience. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Life is like a camera. Focus on the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, take another shot. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Love is not a feeling of happiness. Love is a willingness to sacrifice. The best way to predict your future is to create it. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Don't wait for opportunities. Create them. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. It is the illusion of knowledge. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Happiness is not a destination, it's a journey. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The important thing is not what happens to us, but how we respond to what happens to us. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. If you want to change the world, start with yourself. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. To be conscious of being, you need to reclaim consciousness from the mind. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. The future is not something we enter. The future is something we create. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Everything that exists is in a manner the seed of that which will be. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. We do not see things as they are. We see things as we are. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The only true happiness comes from squandering ourselves for a purpose. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. We are what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds. The universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything that you want, you already are. The most important thing is to be able to sacrifice what you are for what you could become. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. We are all faced with a series of great opportunities, brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. What we think, we become. What we feel, we attract. What we imagine, we create. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. The only way to do good work is to love what you do. If you want to make your dreams come true, the first thing you have to do is wake up. The more we study, the more we discover our ignorance. I am not afraid of tomorrow, for I have seen yesterday and I love today. We can solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. If you want to be happy, be. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Education is the movement from darkness to light. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give.